What's up, y'all? It's Jammin' Sam, and today we're going to restore the swimmer trainer theme whenever you meet the swimmers in the water and they challenge you from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. So let's drag in the MIDI, choose MIDI out with Fruity LSD, and then we go, I need to know, let me search it again. So this is what sound bank? We have sound bank 24. So let's go into Fruity LSD and choose our sound font to be 24, soundbank 24, 24.dls. Now we can hear the instruments from the game. So let's play. Nice, very short tune, so we'll be going on to another one after this one today, another short one. Let's solo this track. Wow, lots of instruments in here. Let's drag in Sound Canvas VA. Okay, so first we have a harp. But first let's set the volume multiplier to 150%. And then let's go to part, edit number 1, and turn off the reverb, and then go to SC88 Pro Map, harp, strings orchestra harp. And then we will call this a harp. And then the next one we had was a pizzicato string. So we will go to strings orchestra pizzicato string. And then we'll call this pizzicato string. And then we'll clone this. And the next thing we had was a French horn, so we'll go to brass French horns for this one. Okay, so it was just this first two notes that had the harp in it. It looks like we need to move our downbeat so that this will be a complete thing. I think it's hard to figure out where the downbeat occurs here. But I know we just need it to be at the end. There we go. Yes, there we go. Nice. Okay, so now this will go here. We'll copy this and find verse empty, call this melody. And then we'll go to harp, paste this here. And then we'll go back to the MIDI. And this part is going to be our pizzicato string, which starts here. And so we copy that and go back to melody, pizzicato strings, and paste that there. And now we want our, downbeat to be here. So let's set a time signature marker, put that there. And then now we forgot to name our French horn. Let's call it French horn. And now the rest of this will be French horn. So let's copy this, go to melody, French horn. Nice, nice and flowy. Nice, okay, so we have some panning going on here. Pizzicato string and harp are both panned slightly to the left, while the French horn is panned slightly to the right. And then volume, we have the French horn is doing some volume stuff, so we'll go copy this, go to melody and French horn, and paste this here. And now FL Studio leaves off this sort of this part right here, so we'll just paint it in. There we go. Nice. Okay, now we have no vibrato, No pitch stuff going on here. Okay, so let's move on. Well, let's give it mixer tracks first. Harp, pizzicato, French horn, and then we'll go and drag in our defaults, which contain just a chorus at half power, a saturation knob, and an exciter. So it's going to add some saturation like it does in the game, and it's also going to give it chorus so it sounds a little bit stereo. Now we'll have to name these manually. Now this is called harp. This is our pizzicato channel. And this is our French horn. And then we want reverb. So let's take a random mixer track and dock it to the right and call it reverb. And then we'll add a reverb effect in. And then we'll set it to 12% wet. And set the length to a hall. And then we go to the French horn and right click, route to this track only. And the same for the pizzicato strings and the harp. Okay, so now, oh, this is the MIDI, never mind. Nice. Lovely. Okay, so that's our melody line. Let's go on to the next thing. We have a bass, electric finger bass. So now let's clone this French horn. And hold Alt and push down to put it under the respective MIDI channel. Let's call this bass. Let's copy this. Go find press empty, call this bass. Paste this here, and we're gonna change this from a piano to a bass, fingered bass. But this is still a piano because this is going to channel 2. We want it to go to channel 1. Alt C to change, and okay, so that's pretty one-to-one exactly what it sounds like in the MIDI. Let's go and give this its own mixer track. And this is going to be centered, so that's fine. Now let's go and drag in our default and call this bass. And now we want, this has sort of more saturation on it than it does in here. So in the game it has more saturation. Want a little bit of a buzz on it. Nice. Speaking of saturation, I kind of want to drive the saturation up a little bit more on these. Yeah. Now for the pizzicato. Nice. Okay, so now the harp. Okay, that's a little too much on the pizzicato strings. Lovely. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing. We have more harp, and this time the harp is panned the other way. So we have another layer on that. Let's go and copy this. Go to melody, paste. Oh wait, no, we need this in the harp channel. And this is going to go to channel 2. So let's select channel 2 and Alt C to change. And this time, so that means instead of using the main line for the pan, we're going to go and transfer this to the harp's internal pan 1, for the channel 1 pan. so that the whole thing isn't panned one way. And then we'll reset this. And then the respective channel is panned the other way, so we're going to copy that knob to pan 2. But it's currently a piano, so we have to go to part 2. Select SC88 Pro Map, Strings Orchestra Harp, and now it'll be a harp. Yes, okay. And the volume is the same, so now we want to go back and let's see what else we have. We have strings. We have a couple of French horn notes. Okay, so we'll exclude those and then I'm gonna refine my snap so that I can get it right on the thing. Okay. Now let's go back to melody, and then we're going to clone the bass. The bass had a pan on it from last time. Let's reset that and reset this too. So let's hold Alt and press down, and then let's call this strings. And then we will go and change this to SC88 Pro Map Ensemble Strings. And then we will paste this here. And this we will set the channel to be channel 1 and Alt-C to change. And give it its own mixer track. Give it reverb. And let's drag in the default mixer track for saturation, exciter, and chorus. And let's call this strings. Let's solo the strings so we can hear them by themselves. Nice. I really want that to be more strongly saturated though. Actually, it's also coming in kind of weak. Let's go and raise the volume for this. Yeah. And then we can turn it down a bit if it's intended to be a little quieter. And let's turn up the saturation. Nice. And let's boost the highs just a bit. Nice. Now it's crisp like that. And also on the French horn, I think we want a little more highs. Or maybe we just want to boost the exciter. And then turn it down a bit. Nice. Let's boost the exciter on this one too. Oh, that's still for the French horn. Nice. Turn it down a bit. Nice. Okay, now the last thing we have in this channel is some French horn notes. Let's copy those. Put our cursor here. And then go to the French horn channel and paste. And this is going to go into channel 2. So let's select 2 and Alt-C to change. Now the second part of this channel is going to be panned to the left. So let's copy that value and then go to French horn, pan 2. Paste that there. And then... but it's still a piano. So we have to go into part... SC88 Pro Map, brass, French horns, and let's turn this up and also do the same on the first one because I think there's some high frequencies down there. See, yeah, now we're boosting too much the highs, so let's go and turn those down. Nice, now it's crisp. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, now we go to the next thing. Let me see if anybody's typing. Hey yeah, magnificent Kirby, welcome. I would like you to try something off stream for Mario and Luigi Superstar and maybe be able to rip the MIDI. I'll send you your DMs. I'm currently on a cruise. Nice. All right, I'll check it out later. Here we have some synths. We have a square wave. Nice. Okay, so all of these are definitely square. See, one is staying center, and the other one is panned to the right, 75%. And they have some envelope on them, some volume changes. Cool. So that means this entire channel is going to find first empty synths. And then we'll paste this here. And then all of this is going to be, we're going to go to note pan and go up 75%. Let me reset this. Actually, it's quite in the, it should be about 40. Let me see. Okay, that should go down. I want to go to that lower line over there. This line right here. There we go. Nice. Now let's grab this one. Copy and go to synths. Paste. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to grab our automation for the volume. Copy that. Go to synths and go to the squares volume and paste. Nice. Now let's go give this a mixer track. Drag in the default and turn it all the way down to 15 dB. And then let's remove the chorus. Let's call this square. Okay, perfect. And now, I don't know if we want the pizzicato strings to be that sensitive. Let's see, let's turn them down a bit. Nice. Now the harp. Harp also doesn't need to be that sharp. There we go. Lovely. Okay, now let's give the bass. Let's put that time marker there, which is like half a bar after fact. Yeah. I think this is a waltz, actually. I think this is just in 3/4, not, there's no like time marker. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that means we don't need any time markers anywhere, really. We just need to set this to be 3/4 in the project. So we can remove this. Okay, now let's go into project general settings and set the numerator as 3. Now everything fits in nicely. Okay, so now we will go on to the next thing. This has no vibrato, right? Nope. So next one is this thing with just a little bit of stuff in it. Ah, what's this? Oh, that's our triangle. Yep. So let's drag in the triangle. Nice. Okay, so we copy that stuff to synths. Now we remove that envelope there. Now let's give it a mixer track. Drag in the default. Turn it down to 15 dB to disable the chorus. Let's call it triangle. Nice. Lovely. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing. We have noise. And this, so we have it changes envelope sometimes. But it doesn't change notes. So we have to denote which one of these. I think the short envelope, let me go and check the original, because one of those is like the short envelope, and one of those is like the short hi-hat, and the other one is the long one. Ah, the one that's the fewer one is the long one. So this first note, so basically anywhere where there's a long note, that's a long hi-hat. Okay. But there's, let's see, so it's obviously these two, and then but then one of these is just a long one that's kind of in the middle of everything. So let's see this. There's two of them actually. Let's go to step right here, and at 6, so at 6.5, right before the 6.5 mark, and right before the 7 mark, and right before the 11 mark. 7-11. All right. So let's control shift, and then right before 7, and right before 11, which is basically everything's done after right before 11. Okay. So we copy that, and then let's go and drag in. I'm gonna mute the sound from the DAW first, because this is gonna be unpleasantly loud. So we're gonna drag in our noise. And put it here. And now I can unmute the sound. And then we go and grab these notes. This is going to start here. And our drums actually start there, like at bar 2. So we're going to want to remove that space. Now let's find first empty and call it drums. And then we paste this here. And so now let's set the envelope here. Let's turn everything off except the sustain to 25% and the decay, which we will set to 1 step. And then we'll set the curve down to as low as it can go. Okay. Now, let's go and clone this, and then we'll make our short hi-hat. And to do that, we just turn the sustain off. Now we go and select everything that we selected before the one before 7 and the one before 11, and then these two long notes here, and then we shift I to select everything else. And this is gonna go, let's zoom in here. Wow, okay. Okay. Let's go to the second beat, and then we copy. And then we go to noise 2 and paste this here. Nice. Okay, now we give the noise a mixer track. And we drag in our default. And we call this noise hi-hats. Okay, so that's good. Now we're going to send our short hi-hat also to this mixer track. Nice. Okay, next we have, let me see what people are saying. Nobody. Nothing. All right, so let's, oh, these are supposed to be panned. Pan to the left. All right, so this is just a static 75% left pan. Let's copy that value to both of these. And then we're gonna go and look at our drums. Nice. Okay, so let's copy this and we will clone our strings. And then we go to part 10, which is where our drums live. Go to SC88 Pro Map, standard 3. Turn off the reverb. And hold Alt and push all the way down. And call this drums. And then we go to the drums pattern. And then paste this here, but we want to cut and paste again to remove that space. And then we want to select channel 10 and Alt-C to change it. Now we have the wrong snare here, so let's go Control down one and then Shift to go down to C. Nice. And now let's give this its own mixer track. Drag in the default. Let's call this drums. And then we're good. Let's see, but this is really loud. Let's see. We should probably turn this down like 6 dB. Maybe not that much. Yeah, there we go. Now it's peaking at 6. All right, so that's all our pieces. Now let's go and remove GBA News Ripper Shameless Self Promotion tag, and then we go to melody. Add in our melody first, and here's some meaningless, here's some pointless automation that we have here. Let's go see what that is and remove it. Let's go to pattern, melody, French horn channel volume. So that means, wait, what? What is doing that? Ah, it's that last part. Okay, so this is meaningless. We don't need the volume to come back up. So let's remove that. Now we have it fitting nicely. Let's go to synths next. And this one also has some meaningless automation. So let's go ahead and remove that, which would be this last part right here. Whoops, we do need the one before that. There we go. Now let's go add in our bass and then our drums. But the drums go in a bar ahead. Okay, so now let's play this. Nice. Okay. Now let's loop this. Let's make a cut where it says loop start. And then let's select everything and Control B to duplicate it. Okay, and then let's see what our ending should sound like. Okay, I think we'll stick with that last note there. That's like dun 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 dun. So let's make this unique. No toms. No time for toms. So let's go to the strings and we'll make the strings hold that note too. So the strings are doing this is ending on a B, so it's probably and this is ending on a well, this is also ending on a B. Okay, and this song looks like it's in G, no, A. It's in A. So that means we probably, oh wow, we're ending on B, but it's in A. So maybe if we do dun dee dun dun. So let's see. So let's end this on an A note. And let's maybe try to end this on A somehow. Nah, it sounds better. We could make that like a, no, that's not a 7th. That's a 9th. Yeah, that's a 9th. So the B would be a 9th. We could do that. Let's see what the rest of our see what our synths want to do. So this looks like it's ending with an F sharp, but let's make it unique first, and let's end this on a, well, let's just move this down and make this an E. But the, well, the French horn is ending kind of up here. This is actually higher. I think the French horn's down here. Da dee dun do. Yeah, the French horn's down there. So we're having a 7th down there. We can kind of do whatever we want up here, really. If we stick with that F, it would be like a whole 11th, no, like a 13th, and we don't want that. So let's and I think what this synth was originally doing is like a dun dun do do. It's like a going down to B. Actually, it's ending on B major. It's going from F sharp, so it's going from 5 to 1 and ending in B. Which is a complete, actually, wait. No, we're not in B major. We're in A. So it's but it's ending on B, I think, to go back to like, because it starts in sort of this G major 7. Let's see. Oh, but the loop is in, it loops in sort of this, let's see, B major, G minor, no. Yeah, G minor. E7. E major 7. So he's going back to E major 7 in the loop. I think this is just going from 5 to 1. It's like da, 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 da. So let's see what the bass is doing. The bass is probably going to give us a lot of clues as to what's going on here. We're going from A to da, 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 to F sharp and C. That probably means it's going up to going from E major to F sharp. We're basically going from E major to F sharp. So if we're doing that, that's probably why he's ending in B. Because it would 4 5 1 would be E major, F sharp, and then B. Dun da dee da. So we could probably just end it in B. So let's go. We already have that as a B. Let's go make this a B again. Lovely. Okay, and then let's we can make this do, let's see, dun dun dun. Because this is now an A. We could make this do be like dun dun dun. Be like that. And then go to the triangle. Da, 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 da. And then we could end this on an E. Ooh, there's a really nice ending here. If we bring it back to A, you do like that. Da, 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 da. Nice. That is very satisfying. Dun 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 dun. And we could do like this, go down low here. Low, 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 low. But you should use this note. This one's pan the other way. Or we could probably lead it down to A by going B, E, and then A. Dun dun D. Let's go to E major. Dun dun dee dun. We can probably we can voice it differently, lead it in that direction a little bit. So dun 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 dun. Put this down here. This will be still voiced as an E, but we can voice it as fourths. If we go down thirds, go to G major and then do like that. That still sounds a little awkward. Dun 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 dun. Why is that? Because we're going from E to A. Dun 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 dun. Maybe if we go up. Dun 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 dun. I feel like it would be just more satisfying for some reason if we go down to B with this. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, that sounds good. Don't know why, but it sounds good. Now, hello from my new house, which I'm finally living in. Congratulations. New house, who this? Alright, so let's now go and see. I think I'd like to make the strings follow that melody that the synth is doing. Which is, let's see, let's go to the triangle, yeah, that the triangle is doing. Let's undo that. Let's copy this. Go to melody 2. Go to strings. And let's remove this. And then control, this is all the way up here, so let's do control down. And then let's Alt-C to make this channel 1. But we have our, that sounds good, but we have our volume dipping down, which we don't want. Let's go to, so we're going to go highlight 1 bar and control insert to delay that fade out, and then we have it on the last bar, on the part. Nice. Okay, and what did we used to have here? I think we removed something from here. Let's go and bring that back from the strings part. So this we can bring back to here. And then this ends, let's see, we can end this ends on E, so we could actually use the C sharp here because that's a third. So that's pretty, that'll sound good. Oh no, that sounds bad for some reason. Oh no, wait, that's like a sixth, not a third. So we have to go to, we could go up to E and that would sound better. Nice, that sounds much better. Okay, now we have this bass, and we don't need to make a new pattern because now it's just, we're gonna do it at the end here. So let's go. Dun dun dun. So it's like we're going from B, D sharp, a solid B major chord. Dun dun dee dun. So maybe we could do. Dun. Maybe we could go down to B. I think that would be nice. No, that sounds bad. That sounds bad. Let's go to E. Lovely. Okay, that sounds amazing. Now let's end it for the drums. Let's end it on a let's end it on a kick and a hi-hat. Long hi-hat. Wow, that's too low. Let's go up here. That's annoying, but we will fade it out. Okay, that's too loud still. Let's go Control Alt X and turn this down. Nice. Love it. Okay, let's play it all in at the same time. Oh, I need to master this. Let's go ahead and Maximus. Okay, we have a good bass presence here. Let's limit it to between 3 and 6. Nice. Let's go to our mids and limit that to 3. And let's, wow, our highs are way too much. Let's try to limit that to 9, and then we're gonna, it's probably the hi-hats doing that. Let's turn the hi-hat, turn off the exciter on the hi-hats. Yes, that helps a lot. Now the other thing is probably the regular drums. Let's turn off the exciter on the regular drums. That's better. Nice. Nice. Now let's turn up our lead instruments. Nice. I actually kind of want some more highs out of the French horn. I kind of want one of these notes to, it's kind of sounds sudden, that whole ending thing, so let me give the French horn a just a solid note there, just to end right on that E. Oh, let's end on that B actually. And then we can have it spread through there. I love that. Ooh, that's nice. It doesn't feel too sudden. It doesn't feel like it just kind of eases into it. Love that. All right, so now our levels look healthy. Let's see. Nice. Beautiful. Let's give it a little more volume. There we go. I like that. Okay, now let's go to project. I'm going to type in some project info here. Let's go to this swimmer. Trainer's eyes meet swimmer. Lovely. Okay, that sounds great. So we're gonna call this done. And then this was a very short one, so I'm gonna come back and do. I need another short one to do. That's similar. That's like similar in the same vein. Let's see. We have swimmer and then all this stuff. Nothing else really. Cooltrainer. We can do there's another trainer's eyes meet we can do later on down the line, so we'll just skip to that one. But I'm going to refresh the stream, and then we'll refresh it and do Cooltrainer. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming to the stream, and we'll be right back.